Reports say that Ukraine has agreed to a peace deal brokered by the Trump administration to stop Russia's 3-plus-year assault on its country. An ABC report says the original 28-point peace plan is now 19 points. But White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt revealed that, quote, there are a few delicate but not insurmountable details that must be sorted out and will require further talks between Ukraine, Russia, and the United States. Paul McCarthy, Senior Research Fellow at the European Affairs at the Heritage Foundation, is with us. Paul, there seems to be positive momentum. Where do things sort of stand right now? What are your thoughts on where things are within these negotiations?
Well, it's great to be with you, Daniel. And the Trump administration is doing what no one else could do right now, which is try and end this horrible war. There are reports that Ukraine has agreed to a peace plan. I assume that peace plan is going to be shared with the Russians very soon. There are still outstanding issues that need to be hammered out. But in essence, there's been an agreement between the U.S. and the Ukraine, according to reports. That's just the first step. One of the most difficult issues for the Ukrainian side is giving up territory, and that's something that needs to be hammered out between President Trump and President Zelensky. But I think we're moving in the right direction.
Paul, how crucial is the idea and the concept of security guarantees in this deal? Obviously, we had the Budapest Memorandum many years ago, and then we saw Russia ultimately seize Crimea and then invade under the Biden administration. How crucial is it for Ukraine to receive what it believes to be adequate security guarantees, and how difficult is it to balance that with what Russia wants as well? What are your thoughts on security guarantees in this proposed deal, and how important are they in your view?
Well, what's very important to remember is we do not want, if we come to an agreed solution, we do not want this war to restart. And Ukraine is going to have some security guarantees. There's no doubt about that. What those look like is yet to be determined. What's important is that the Europeans bear the heavy load of these security guarantees. They've called it the coalition of the willing. This is the UK and France and other countries. And they need to put their money behind what they've been saying so far. And the United States can play a role in that, but it cannot play a leading role in the long term in the defense of Ukraine.
No, we certainly cannot. How difficult is this entire process when you take a couple of steps back? You have two sides that do not have many pleasant feelings towards one another, that have engaged in 3+ years of a very, very bloody war, Paul. How difficult is it in this process of pushing and pulling and giving and taking when it comes to trying to broker an agreement like this? How big is the challenge that the president faces here?
Oh, this is an enormous challenge, but I applaud President Trump for trying to bring this war to an end. The Europeans brought nothing to the table as far as ideas to end this conflict. So President Trump is trying to get the two sides together, difficult though it is. A lot of blood has been spilt. But the thing that we need to remember is that we need to stop the bloodletting and come to an agreement. Both sides are going to have to make concessions, and these are difficult concessions. We also, if Russia is not going to play ball here, we have to be ready to turn the screws on Russia as far as economic sanctions and other measures that we could think about. Already we have sanctions on their big oil companies. There's also liquid LNG as well, Gazprom, that has yet to be fully sanctioned. So these could all be on the table as possible measures to increase pressure on Russia so that they could come to the table.
We shall see what happens. Paul McCarthy, the Heritage Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us here in One America News this Thanksgiving week. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Great to be with you, and happy Thanksgiving.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.